To our viewers in North America and around the world, my name is Joe Ehizode. Welcome to Platform Media International Sports, PMR. Today we're going to talk about the problems on the bridge. Chelsea Football Club of England and their coach, Jose Mourinho. Remember, Chelsea was a high-flying club last season, but this season it is the reverse, and it is not the best of times at the bridge. And therefore, Jose Mourinho is under pressure. And before we discuss that today with my very good friends in the studio, I want viewers to listen to the press conference that Jose Mourinho granted this week to pressmen in England, and therefore we'll come back and discuss this bit by bit. So listen to what Jose Mourinho have to say. Happy viewing.
I don't know if I was objective enough in what I say before, or if I let any doubt on you. So let me try to repeat it if you need me to repeat. No way I resign. No way. Why? Because Chelsea cannot have a better manager than me. There are many managers in the world that belong to my level, but not better. So no chance. I run away. Why? For two reasons. One, because I have my professional pride, and I know that I am very good in my job. Secondly, because I like this club very much. And if that's not the case, could be different. But in the accumulation of both situations, I want the best for my club, and the best for my club is for me to stay. So I stay. And when we were champions last season, I told I'm going to stay until the owner and the board, they want me to leave. No club can persuade me to leave. No financial offer can persuade me to leave. I'm going to stay until the day the owner and the board, they tell me Jose is enough. And I told that when I was champion. I tell that now when I am 16 or 17 in the table or wherever. So no chance I resign. And that is completely clear. Apart of that, I cannot tell you more. This is the only thing I can tell you, because it depends from my will, and depends from my personality, and that I can be completely objective. I have no signs that anything change. I don't have one sign that anything change. I know that you know the history of this club, and you know that every time the results are not good, was a change of manager. But when I was contacted to be back, I was told, we had so many managers, we know you are the best. So I think it's time for the club to act in a different way, to mark a position of stability, a position of trust. And 3 months ago, we were all together in the bus with the cups. So I think it's time for all of us to be together now in the bottom of the league. And I think December, January, February, we are top 4. I think to be champion will be very, very difficult. 10 points, no? 10 points Man City, maybe tomorrow 11 points Man United. In football it's not impossible, but I think very difficult. But I think top 4 is completely, I don't say easy, but it's completely doable. And when you are in such a bad season with such a bad start, if in the end of the season you finish top 4, is because you kept the balance in a difficult season. So for me everything is clear. I cannot say more than this. I'm in football for a long time. The power is always in the hands of the owners, the boards. I was taught from day one in my, not in my career, in my life. I think I was coached to understand that and to respect that all the time. But I cannot say much more than this. Do the players trust me, and do the players feel that I am the man for the job? This week we spoke about it, and the answer was undoubtful. The supporters, when they boo today the William decision, I would do the same as them if I don't know that William was ill and William was vomiting in the dressing room at halftime, and the doctor told immediately that it would be very difficult for him to carry on, and he was in trouble. So I think the boo, they come in a moment where they don't know what is going on, and if they have some negative reaction, I will do the same, because the results are not the results that we want, and I cannot say much more than that.
Welcome back. Like I told you a while ago, we're going to talk about Chelsea and Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho came in a blaze of glory to Chelsea Football Club about 2 seasons ago. Came back, won the EPL League Championship. And they rode the streets of London celebrating the victory. But this season, it has not been the same. Jose Mourinho is on the cliff. And according to reports, he's under pressure. And this week's fixtures against the Liverpool led by Jurgen Klopp, will be, according to reports, determining factor if Jose Mourinho stays at the bridge or not. So, guys, you listen to what Jose Mourinho has to say just a while ago, and what is your impression? For me, I assume that Jose Mourinho is under pressure because he's saying, I'm staying, I'm not going anywhere. Remember that I'm the best thing that will happen to Chelsea. That's what he's saying. So guys, welcome to the studio. Let me quickly introduce my guest. Sylvester Akins, how you doing?
I'm good.
And here you have my normal guy there, OP, who played soccer in Nigeria and Malaysia. OP, welcome to the program. You heard what Jose Mourinho has to say. For me, I assume he's under pressure. What do you guys have to say? For you, let me quickly take Sylvester.
Well, basically, I don't think he's really under. Well, he's under pressure, but he's just trying to clarify things because everybody is looking to see what's going to happen. Everybody wants to see after Rodgers got fired. They want to see who's the next manager that's going to get fired. Is Jose Mourinho going to be the second manager to go? And he's just trying to put everybody's mind at ease and let them know, you know what? It's not going to happen. I'm the guy for Chelsea. I'm the chosen one.
But it's not in his hands, though.
It's not in
whether
his hands.
He stays or not.
It's not in his hands.
And the name of the game is hire and fire. If you do well, you are praised.
Yeah,
if
but
at
the same token, this is a guy that just won you the league last season, and we're not even halfway through this season.
Okay, viewers, this guy is in blue. You know what that represents. He's a Chelsea fan, I suspect.
Number one Chelsea fan.
OP, what is your take about Jose Mourinho's press conference?
I think he's under intense pressure. You can see he's not stable. It's kind of like stuttering, he's floating. He's under intense pressure. And if he loses that game against Liverpool, I think he's going to roll.
But he's saying it's the best thing that happened to Chelsea. So, okay, let's, for purpose of argument, he's fired. Who will Chelsea get? Who is available right now? Is he the best option? Is the option available to Chelsea? Is it to hire him, to fire him and get somebody else? And if they fire him, who will be the person who is going to handle Chelsea? And if they don't, are they ready to stomach this up, down, up, down?
Obi, do you want to take that?
Well, you got to understand who to hire. That's not for us to say. Abramovich makes that decision. He can wake up tomorrow and fire him. It doesn't matter. He's been doing that for years since he took over.
No, my question is who is available for Chelsea?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say we cannot say who is going to hire, who is not going to hire. You can't say that.
Okay.
Because you're not in Abramovich's mind.
Okay. For purpose of us who are press people, let's suppose he's fired. Who do you think?
There are rumors that he's going for Andrew Villa's boss. There are rumors about that.
Oh my
Ancelotti
God.
has indicated interest in that job too.
Yeah, but he's currently employed in Russia. He's going to cut short his contract.
Ancelotti?
No,
AVB.
AVB.
Yeah. What did he pay for AVB to come to Chelsea before? He paid about 13.5 for AVB to come to Chelsea before.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible.
So now, for purpose of argument, if he's, I know you don't want it to be fired. Supposing he's fired, what are the options?
I honestly do not think there's any other options out there at this point.
Oh, Mourinho is indispensable.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think he is.
No, I don't think I agree with you. There's no other option.
Remember, there's Carlo Ancelotti
That's what I say. Look,
and there's Hindic.
I don't think there's no other option.
Okay.
Like I say, Mourinho is trying to save his job. If you listen to what you see, he's humbled now.
Yeah.
Because he's down.
I saw he lost a lot of weight.
Let's go back to the press conference, right?
Yeah.
He said managers on his level. So yeah, there are lots of options
That's
out there.
modesty.
But let's talk about the managers that actually accomplished what he's accomplished.
For you to say there's only few managers on my level, that's immodesty. Again, Mourinho 10 years ago, he was down there. So don't tell me that there's no other manager out on his level.
No, there is. That's not what I said.
Yeah,
but I'm
for
saying
Mourinho
available at this point in time.
Yes.
I don't see any other manager available.
Carlo Ancelotti is there.
One will say, look,
he was already a Chelsea manager.
Mourinho was a Chelsea manager. He was fired and he came back. So there's nothing wrong with Ancelotti.
But
Ancelotti is not the chosen one. Mourinho is the chosen one.
Because he's the chosen one, but he can't do the job right now.
Self-confessed chosen one.
Yeah. So okay, let's put this in perspective.
Yeah.
Mourinho is trying to save his job. You cannot say in my level. There's nothing like level. You pick a manager that you want. There's no like so in my level. He's trying to save his job, Most
especially, Abramovich is not complaining that he doesn't have the money, and Abramovich can fire and hire. So he cherishes the brand, Chelsea brand, and I suspect at the time comes when Chelsea brand is damaged, and that may come this weekend when Liverpool beats Chelsea at the bridge. I don't think there's another option than Mourinho to go.
I think we're way over our heads. We're going way too fast. At the same time last year, if you think back, Arsenal was in the same position Chelsea is in now. They were like in 16th or 17th position, and they came back top 4. So it's still too early in the season to say, oh, Mourinho's damaging the Chelsea brand. Chelsea's going to get relegated, and that's what a lot.
I haven't said that.
I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say something now. You see, most Chelsea, when you talk about this, you compare Chelsea, Arsenal. Chelsea and Arsenal are two different clubs, so you cannot compare Chelsea, Arsenal. All Mourinho does is spend. Mourinho doesn't breed. It's just to spend. Yeah, Arsenal was the same position, but Arsenal builds slowly. Mourinho doesn't build. All he does is spend and spend. So if Arsenal was in 17th position, it's different from Chelsea being 17th position this year.
So, guys, there's a complete meltdown in Chelsea. Because look at the body language of the players. Even to make a pass, I can say that there's lack of self-confidence in the play. So, even the players now have lost self-esteem and confidence. So, where did Mourinho get it back?
I don't think he got it bad. I mean, I think what happened was at the beginning of the league they had a rough start, and whenever you have a rough start, it's kind of hard to. Sometimes you start to free fall, then you reach the point, the so-called bottom, and you bounce back up.
And that is essence of management.
Okay.
When you get the meth down, you are able to remember. Before you say something, Alex Ferguson was there for 26 years. This kind of meltdown, I didn't even notice that. As the Wenger is down for the 20th year, this kind of meltdown that you just everything's.
Wenger had this last year.
No, not to this point. I can tell you that most precisely. So, Opie, so
you
what you
we
say?
say meltdown, no meltdown. Let's look at where the problem is coming from. That's where you're going to focus on. Now, if you check, Mourinho is a defensive coach.
The boss,
He's a defensive coach.
but he has said he's not no longer a defensive
No,
coach.
wait, let me come. Mourinho is a defensive coach. But last year, he tried to be an attacking coach. Okay? And what happened last year was people were scared of him. They were still scared of Chelsea. But this year, people are not scared of Chelsea.
No fear factor anymore.
People take it to Chelsea. Now, this is the problem in Chelsea, in my own opinion. Chelsea's biggest problem, they cry, oh, this defense, that defense, right back. No. My team, Chelsea problem right now is Matic. Matic is slow. He cannot mark. He cannot run. Remember last year, Matic was pushing up so much. People were scared to attack Chelsea, but this year they're not scared.
Maybe there was this instruction to protect the back four.
When?
Maybe that's what Mourinho is telling.
No, that's what I'm saying. This year, Matic cannot run.
So they are burnt out.
No, yeah, Matic cannot run. I believe right now, Mikel Obi should be playing in Chelsea.
So what you are saying, do you agree with what the coach of Russia, what's his name, the man for who,
For my England manager?
for my England manager, who said Chelsea, the players are burnt out. That's why they have.
No, I don't agree with him.
Okay.
I don't agree with him, and this is why I don't agree with him.
Why?
The problem in Chelsea, if you check last year, when Chelsea started the league, as this Chelsea fan rightly said, they were good. But somehow, watch, he sold this German guy, what's his name? Scholar? And he brought the guy from Colombia. He didn't play the Colombian guy. He sold Scholar, he didn't play the Colombian. Yeah. What Chelsea was playing last year, they played two defensive midfielder. One will push up, one will sit. Then they play four up front. One left, one right, one center, and like a number 10. So what happens whenever they get the ball, the second defensive midfielder will support. Then the four plus the 4-5 they will attack. So even if it breaks down, they all don't need to come. They don't need to come back. The back is still balanced.
Coupled with the fact that the players are aging now. Ivanovic over 30, the captain over 30.
Yeah, they over 30. But okay, if you want to say that, Arsenal beat Chelsea about 4 or 5 days ago at the bridge. It's the same players that are playing, the same players that won the league last year. What happened is now he's using so much midfield.
Studio, and I hope to see you guys again, alright? So thank you for this very wonderful discussion. My name is Joe Ehizode. Click clicking on the discussion tab, for we are here for you every week. And I hope to see you next week. Have a good night.